That's when he drops it and bites me. Oh, he's a big boy. Your claws are really sharp, Bumpy. Hello, hello. I did an Instagram poll and everyone wanted to see how I tame my monitors. These are my monitors. So the trick to taming monitors are food, and these are probably going to make a mug of me, but when I open this door, at least 1 or 2 of them are going to come charging because they're thinking they're getting fed. He's interested already. So they're all running around, they're all going, where's the food, where's the food? So this is little feeding mode. So before I feed them, I just put my hand in here and I'll pick them up. If he wants to run off, I'll let him run off. Just pick them up, keep them inside of the enclosure, but just let them walk through my hands and let them get a sniff. And I do this from the day that they're born, but I don't restrict them and I don't hold them. This one's just used to toilet, so but literally just snatch them up, but sort of gently as such, and just let them know from underneath, not above. These are fine from above because they're not really scared of me. But I don't come in like this. I come in either sort of on a scoop or from their back end. If you're dealing with like captive bred monitors, it's a bit different, but a wild caught animal, if you come in from above like this, he's going to think that you're a bird trying to eat him. Another way to a monitor's heart is food. I haven't tried to do this with these yet because I just haven't really had time, to be honest. But I'm going to see if they'll tongue feed. So the movement is what gets them interested in food. There we go. First ever tongue fed baby Ackie. Once they start to get used to the whole idea that you bring food and okay, you don't want that. Yeah, once they get used to the idea that you bring food, they'll happily stay out while you're sort of interacting with them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do from literally the day that they're born. I just put my hand in there, sort of get in their space, but not to the point where I'm sort of forcing them to do anything, to the point where they're just happy to come out. And oh, that was a bad idea. Get to the point where they're happy to come out for the food as such, and they just get used to me. And even like when they're eating like this, their brain is in feeding, so you can sort of pick them up, play with them, bother them, and then they start to associate you as the food bringer rather than food itself. Yeah, this is just what I do with these guys. I do this every day, with or without food, but I do this every day. And I feed them, well, basically when they run out of food, I feed them again. Which is pretty much every day when you have like 1,000 Ackies in a cage. What we're going to do now is we're going to go over to my other Ackies, which are a week old and aren't as socialised as these. These are about 7 weeks old now. And they're very much used to my presence as regards to a 7-week-old Ackie. So we're going to go over to the other ones and we'll see how they fare. We could do a jump edit cut, but we can just walk. Because I live in a tiny flat, I'm floor to ceiling lizards. Excuse the mess. We didn't tidy up, but this is real here. One is just trying to poo. So these guys are between 4 and 5 days old and a week old. So they're a lot more flighty. This one seems to be pretty chill, but I'll just grab him like that and I'll just let him sort of wander through my hands and let him think what he wants to think and just let him do whatever he wants to do. This whole time his tongue's flicking, his brain's going, and it's very important that I don't force him to do anything. So if he wants to come out like this, he can come out. You have to be also on your toes, because if he decides to run, then I'm gonna be an Ackie down. But the whole time I'm doing this, all these other Ackies are sort of going, well, what's going on? Why is he getting special treatment and why is he getting to come out? So what we do is drop the Ackie like that. We find another one. When they're not really out, but several times a day, this is all I do, is I just come in and I'll get in their space and I'll just get them. This one seems to be quite skitty, but again, just pick it up nice and gently and just simple stuff like that. he goes, oh, I got picked up, it wasn't that bad. And if he still stays there, but running away like that, I'll just leave him to it. And it's really not that easy. It really takes a lot of time and many days, and I need to clean the poos that they've just done. But it takes lots of time and many days of interaction and socialisation. But like this one here, this one's only a small one. He's probably only a couple of days old, so it's natural that they're going to be scared of you. But sometimes I'll just leave my hand in here like this, and I just wait for them to come to me, which they tend to do. Another good thing that Fee does is she puts her phone in there, and they all eventually come over to the phone to like see what's going on with the phone. So, yeah. Come here, you little scamp. But yeah, so just like they're all up there, just touch them. Don't necessarily have to grab them. Just nice and gently on their terms. Just let them come out whenever they want to come out. Just hold them when they want to be held. I'm sort of forcing handling here, but I'm sort of bridging the gap rather than making them. I'm not taking them out of their environment. I'm getting them used to me whilst they're in their environment. But there's 17 of them in here. So as much as I'll pick them up, but I won't grab them, I won't snatch them. And I get these guys out once a week. I've literally just got them out to do a health check to make sure they've got their toes and their tail tips, and there aren't any that are super skinny in comparison to the other, because when you have 17 in a setup, it can get a bit chaotic for food. But like even that little guy there, I just stick my finger there because I can't grab him, and just lets him get used to the smell of me. And I just stick my hand down here, and I'll just let them. I just managed to grab them. That one's a bit crazy, but just put your hand there. Just let them know that you're there, know that your presence is welcomed. And that's pretty much all I do. And I just do this every day until they go to their new homes. And a guy has just messaged me, actually I dropped one off to him yesterday, and he said it's out already and he's able to pick it up, which is really good news because that means my hard work. But if you're not careful, they jump out, run away. But it means my hard work's paid off, which is quite nice. But it's a lot easier to do once you've sort of done it for weeks, obviously, because these guys are only a week old and they're not used to me at all. So we have a break in entry. But yeah, so we'll go over to another monitor now. We'll go over to my Bosc monitor. Because I'm in the process of taming him, but I go for a different method for Bumpy. So yeah, I'll see you over there in a minute. Action. So this is Bumpy, my Bosc monitor, and I do a different method for Bumpy. One, because I'm a little sissy and I don't want to get bit, and two, Bumpy's incredibly shy. So what I do with Bumpy is I use food to get to his heart. We found Bumpy. You want some food, Bumpy? Bumpy. So we've got Bumpy to tongue feed, which is fine. So once they tongue feed, they'll come right out for nice for food. I'll put my hand here, and I'll just get him, and then I'll just give him a little scratchy, little squishy scratchy, and that is literally it. So every time I feed Bumpy, I'll interact with him slightly differently, and then I might pick him up, but he's focused on the food. But I don't want to stress him too much. So you can see he doesn't like it because he flattens his body out. But the fact he's happy to sort of spend time in our company, I'm fine with that. Look, there's another one. Come, good boy. So that's all I do. And I don't force anything on him. Just because, let's be honest, he was ripped from Africa as a tiny wee little baby. Come on. Whoa! Come on, big boy. Good boy. So you can see he doesn't like it, but I'm not forcing. And the only problem with doing this is I'm interacting with him when he's in a food mode. So he's in his head, he's getting fed. So he's looking at me more as food than a predator. But that's not a bad thing, because I'd rather be food than a predator, because at least he's biting me out of a food response, which will hurt more. But he's not seeing me as, oh my God, this thing's going to kill me. Because I'm not going to kill you, am I? Because you're my friend. You're my friend. Ooh. So again, I don't restrain him, I don't restrict him, I just sort of let him do what he wants to do, really. And it's basically a really long-winded process, and you have to do this every single time. Every single time you want to tame your monitor, but food's your key, because we can get him to come right out for food. Oh, good boy, Bumpy. You missed it. There you go. Oh, good boy. Good boy. We get him used to like being touched on the neck and touched on the head. But I don't stay past my welcome. Come on. Oh, look how big you're getting, big Bumpy. Oh. We're running out of locusts, so our little interaction is going to be over soon, Bumpy. Come on, big boy. So yeah, again, just positive reinforcement. Just he knows if he's a good boy, he gets the locusts. And look how big Bumpy's getting. Whoa. And again, all in his terms. What I normally do on the last one or two, but he sort of jumped back in there, so I'll show you on the last one. Last one, Bump. Last one. Good boy. I'll actually hold him and get him to walk through my hands. Again, I'm not restraining him. I'm just letting him walk through my hands. So he knows, again, he's focused on his food, as you can see. It's when he drops it and bites me. Oh, he's a big boy. Your claws are really sharp, Bumpy. Ooh. So yeah, I just get him to walk through my hands. He's dropped his food now, so hopefully I don't get bitten. But he used to huff and puff and hiss and get really sad when I did this. Here you go. Okay, but it's important to support him because he is a big monitor, but his tongue's going, he's not huffing, he's not puffing, he is hurting me because he has lots of really sharp claws, but this is good positive reinforcement. And I normally do that in the last few because when I put him back in, he gets his little treat for being a good boy. Here you go, here you go. Bump, look, that's the last, get your locust. It's right here, big boy. Here you go. There you go. Yay! And that's it. And that is how I interact with my monitors on the process of trying to tame them. So thank you for tuning in. And you probably still aren't here because my retention says that no one watches it till the end. So if you watched it till the end, leave a like and comment saying I watched it till the end. But you won't because you're not here. But this is my lizard. This has been Fee. This has been me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
No, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. He's getting so big now.
Yeah.
Hey, Bumpy. You're getting a big boy. Let me touch your tail. You want to bite me? You're a big boy.
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
I'm not supposed to be filming yet. This is going to make another good, like, cool intro about you, about me knowing that you're filming me.
How do you even know that I'm filming?
Because it looks like you're filming me.
It could be all an illusion.
Are you filming?
No.
Did you just cut it?
Yep.
Alright, I need food. Ready to go when you're... Ready to go when you're... Are we going? You're making my editing so much longer. Right, this is my Savannah monitor's cage, my Bosc monitor's cage. He's only a little pup. Bumpy.
He's there, he's coming.
Where is he?
Under the thing.
Oh, Bumpy's a bit shy.
Milkshake? Milkshake.